Feral Druid versus Frost Mage. This is one of the most annoying fights a mage can ever have because Feral Druids completely counter Frost Mages. But with the power of Ice Lance and with all the ridiculous Novas you have, you stand a fair chance versus a Feral Druid, even though you should always lose. Anyways, my strategy involves staying away from the Feral Druid, keeping as much distance as possible, and spamming as much Ice Lance as possible. I try to go for a rush down before they can pop their defensive or really offensive cooldowns and kill me, as you'll see in my current video. So, the strategy is blink as soon as he stuns you, and have Pet Nova ready to go. So you Pet Nova him, he's forced to shift out of that, you get a Fingers of Frost proc, you pop Mirror Images so he de-targets you, then you Deep Freeze him, and start spamming Ice Lance. He's gonna Trinket it, and he'll run towards you, or use his Feral Jump, whatever the hell. And just keep Novas up, try to survive. Once all your barriers break, that's when you Ice Block. If he doesn't force Ice Block, that's fine. You should still be able to win, especially if he doesn't force Ice Block. Counterspell him when he gets low, or when you see one of his finisher procs, which would put you in a Cyclone, so that you don't have to use Trinket until the very end of the duel. With that being said, I'll show you the clip and give some commentary on it. Alright, the first thing I do here is move my pet away from me so that the Feral Druid can't possibly stun me and then start killing my pet, because that is a viable strategy for them. The second he blinks me, you're going to see me put a Pet Nova out. See, I've already got it lined up, so that he has to shift when I blink. See, I blinked, Deep Froze, got the images out, and he's already way behind, and I'm already spamming Ice Lance like a champ. So my first barrier breaks, so I know I'm going to have to Ice Block soon unless I can keep him away from me. But all these ridiculous Novas are making it impossible for him to damage me. And Ice Lance is just too strong, and that is exactly how simple it is to beat a Feral Druid. I know many of you may say, but Erase, Feral Druids survive longer versus me, or Erase, they do more damage. That's only because either they got better RNG than this Feral Druid did, or they weren't being pressured enough. If you put out more pressure than a Feral Druid, and the Feral Druid isn't God playing on a Feral Druid himself, you will probably win just because of how stupid Ice Lance is and how many Novas you have. If the Feral Druid starts going defensive and starts putting up hots, just Spell Steal them and the duel is automatically won. If he uses his finisher procs for a healing touch, you might be in trouble, but at least you know that he's not going to be using them on you for Cyclones, so just remember all those things I told you and you should be fine. But remember, an equally skilled Feral Druid has a good chance of beating you if you don't use this strategy.